We'll get that little pop-up box that asks you if it is okay for you to record. Welcome. It's time. Find your mountain. Take a moment. Just kind of march through your feet. Roll your shoulders down and back. Ground down through your feet. Lift your toes. Spread them out wide. And place those down on the ground as well. So as always, this is a power class, so we do get that vinyasa in there, coming through our plank, to our chaturanga, to our down dog. If for whatever reason today that does not feel good to you, every time we float through that, you can stay standing. You can sub in lunges, sub in squats, sub in pliés, sub in curtsies. So you're still getting all that awesome work with your body, but taking it more into your lower body than your upper body. Take a couple more breaths here. Toes have lowered. Grip the ground. Feel that connection of holding on to the floor with your feet. And then let that energy, right? I know you can stand without gripping the ground, but I invite you to grip it so you can feel that energy come in through the feet. Pada bandha, foot lock. As it rises up, we come through our Mula Bandha and our Uddiyana Bandha, right? Working our way up our spine. Stay strong here in your mountain pose. Take just a couple more breaths. And we'll bring the palms of the hands together, lifting thumbs to our heart, setting your intention, or as I like to think of it, more as my mantra for my day, or maybe here on Friday going into my weekend. What will be my mantra? And when you're ready, gently tuck your chin down towards your chest. Take a moment, flutter your eyes open, releasing your hands. On our inhale, we'll reach our hands up overhead, interlace the fingers, lift and open the palms to the sky. Take a nice back bend. We will be working spinal extension and flexion. So starting right here with that back bend, then pulling the navel into the spine as you round forward, press the hands away. Feel all that opening through the back. My knees are soft. And then releasing the hands down, just opening the chest once again, arms out to the side. And then the arms raise up as we take our big exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. So this is where you could stay with your lunges or your squats. Or we'll plant those hands down, step back into our first plank, pausing, holding here in our first plank. If you do want to get a little bit of that upper body strength and coming to the floor doesn't work for you, you can take it to a wall, taking some plank on the wall. And then from here, we'll lower it down. Inhale, lift up through our cobra, and exhale back through our downward facing dog. Little bend of the knees, shift of the gaze, walk or step the feet forward. Half lift through the chest, root down through the heels, knees bend, inhale, rise all the way to stand. We'll do that one more time, up to tempo, big exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. On that exhale, we step back into that plank, right into the chaturanga. Inhale through cobra, and exhale through downward facing dog. On the inhale, right leg rises. Knee to nose, step it through. And inhale, rise up, find lunge. Lift and open into goalpost arms, opening that chest. Remember, we're working a lot of chest opening. As you press through your back left heel, lift and open through your hips, opening all the way down through your hip flexor. Inhaling, rise up. Exhale, plant your hands down. You have that option to float through the chaturanga as we come into the other side. Nice. Inhaling, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose. I just got a phone call. I hope that didn't mess anything up on your end of the video as I'm videoing it. Inhale, arms rise up. Lift and open the heart, goalpost the arms, pressing through the back right heel. So we're getting all that opening through the hip flexor, through the abs, through the chest. And then inhale, arms raise up, exhale, plant the hands down. And again, you have that option, right? There's a lot of these in the beginning, these vinyasas that we can take. You don't have to take all of them into your downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, shift the gaze, walk or step the feet forward. Half lift. As you exhale, root down, keep the glutes down, raise the arms up, chair. And we're just gonna do a little work. I did this in yoga lattes the other day, but it's nice little work for our back and our legs. So from here, from our chair, we're just gonna dive forward. As we dive forward, we straighten the legs. And then as we inhale, we sink back down into our chair. Let's do that a few times. It's just a nice little leg work, power work, and up. And each time we rise up into our chair, right, we might try to get a little bit lower. You got it. And then one more time, rise up chair. Oh, nice and strong. Amazing, my friends. Big inhale, root to rise. Arms come up. As we come forward, right foot stays planted. Left leg rises, finding warrior three. So find some balance here. Feel that wobble. Feel the right foot adjusting. And then from here, we'll just step back into our lunge. Nice. Open into our warrior two. Inhale, reach, and exhale, reverse. From here, rainbow our hands all the way down. Left hand comes down, right arm rises up for a little low lunge twist. And then as the right hand comes down, right, this is where we can step back through the plank, take the vinyasa, or just making your way up into stand. Into your downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, shift the gaze, walk, step, or float the feet forward. Inhale, half lift, exhale, sink down, chair. And then we're gonna do that just 4 more times, that chair to kind of this forward fold. You'll feel that in your hamstrings, your low back, your glutes, your quads, chair to forward fold. Just adding that little power aspect, chair to forward fold. And then rise up, chair. As we come up, we stand on the left foot, right foot rises, warrior three. That strength in the left leg, find that balance. Remember that pada bandha grip. Hold on with your left foot. Take the inhale, exhale, land back lunge. Open warrior two. Reach. Reverse. And then as you bring the hands down, the left hand can come up. And then left hand comes down, and you've got that option to travel down and through your chaturanga to your downward facing dog. Little bend of the knees, shift of the gaze, walk, step, or float. Inhale, half lift. We will come up into chair, but we're just going to come straight from chair here. And then as we rise up, left leg lifts into our warrior three. You get a lot of balance today. And then this time we're going to open this up. The left arm's going to come up and over as we land in our warrior two. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, reverse. And then as we come forward, right arm rests on right side, left arm reaches forward, extended side angle. Think about really lifting and rotating, opening through the chest. Now you can, of course, stay right here, or we're going to take this bottom right arm, reach it out perpendicular to the top arm. And then holding that balance, bring that right arm forward. And that extended side angle. Lift the left heel. Rotate this around, plant the hands down. We're actually coming down to our belly. So again, if you're staying standing, you'll be able to do some stuff lifted. Otherwise, come on down. And we're gonna get a little chest opening back work here. So taking our hands back by our side, our pinkies towards your glutes, thumbs facing away from the body, palms down. Inhale, lift up, locust. pull the shoulder blades down and away from the back. We're going to take these arms. Now, if you're standing, right, you can do the arm movement standing. We're just going to open the arms forward. Slowly, slowly, slowly. We're going to see how close we can bring our thumbs together in front of us as we're reaching our hands away. Feel that strength. Lift. Now slowly bring the palms back. A lot of work here in locust. Release, just lay onto one cheek. Take a breath. Then sliding the hands up underneath the shoulder blades, pressing up and back to downward facing dog. And from here, bend the knees, shift the gaze, walk, step, or float the feet forward. Half lift. As you sink down, arms rise up, chair. And we come up standing on the left leg, right leg rises. Warrior three. Awareness into the right hand. That's going to lead us up and over. Land in warrior two. Inhale, reach and reverse. As you come forward, left forearm rest on left thigh, right arm reaches forward. Again, stay here if you like, or take that bottom left arm, reach it perpendicular to the top right, keeping that front left knee bent. Slide that left arm forward, reaching both arms forward. And then lifting our right foot, plant the hands down. Once again, we're coming down to the belly. So lowering yourself down. This time as the hands come back towards the feet, you can do 1 foot at a time. So you could bend just your right knee and place the thumb just on the right hand and lift right side and then switch. So again, if you're standing, you can do any kind of like back bending position, or you can take your hand onto both feet. Thumbs and big toes line up, and we lift up into bow. Great, so you're either doing one side or both. Again, if you're standing, just to work that back bending position, great, you can press your hips forward, lift and open your heart. Your hands can reach down. You can interlace your hands. If you're doing just one side of your bow, go ahead and switch to the other side. If you're here in full bow, you can either take a break or challenge yourself to hold it longer. Remember, we're getting all that chest opening today. Nice. And then we release. Rest down on your other cheek. That rest just allows your spine to come into neutral. And then from here, we press up and back to downward facing dog. Inhale a little bit to the knees, shift to the gaze, walk or step the feet forward, and let yourself just hang in a forward hold for a couple of breaths here. So counter stretching of all that back work, chest opening. Oh, take a few breaths, enjoy that. And on our inhale, we'll lift our chest halfway. Exhale, sink down through the glutes, arms rise up, chair. As we come up, standing on the right leg, come to warrior three. But after practicing all that chest opening, we're going to play with our dancer here. So as we rise up, we can let the left knee come in and then reach left hand down for the left knee. Bring the hand over the foot. So again, thumb and big toe line up. And then maybe you're just practicing standing here. Maybe you work your way back, kind of warrior position. Maybe you really work up through the dancer. And then just play with your balance here, right? Let's see, how long can we hold our balance? 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 30 seconds, right? It's all good, no matter what we can do. Nice. And then when you're ready, we'll just kind of release that left leg back into our warrior three. And we'll open back up, land warrior two. Inhale, reach. Exhale, reverse. And then as we come forward, just coming straight into that extended side angle, reaching both arms forward, sink down into the front knee. Lengthen through. Really stretching through the left side body. Take the inhale. On the exhale, rotate into that lunge. We will come all the way down to the ground. Open that right hand up. And then let the right hand lift us up. And then from here, to get more of that chest opening and that twisting, right hand comes to left hamstring. Left hand rises up. Oh, chest opening. A little bit more challenge on the balance. Now you could be doing this with your left heel lifted in a high lunge. And then we rainbow those hands down and around, curl the toes. If you would like to add in just your basic vinyasa through, you can. Into downward facing dog. We bend the knees, we shift the gaze, we walk, we step, we float forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chair. This time the right leg will rise up. So warrior three. It's really adding length to our balance. And as we come up, we let that knee come forward. Right hand comes down and over the top of the foot, thumb and big toe line up. And then we can stay here. Come into warrior position. We can lift up and through into that dancer. Nice, my friends. You all look gorgeous. I just got to see everyone here in the class. Betsy, Cam, Kaylee, love it. Jennifer, remember when you are ready to come out of dancer into your warrior three. Carissy and Abby. And then from our warrior three, landing back into that warrior two. Inhale, reaching. Linda, Kathy, Rena. And then exhale, or we reach and then we take our exhale into our reverse warrior. I just want to see everyone here. You're all on my phone. You're so tiny. And then from our warrior, reverse warrior, right, come into that extended side angle. We're reaching. Ellen, Amanda, Cheryl, Stacy, and Dawn. You all are amazing, my friends. And then from that extended warrior, we lift the right heel, rotate. Hands come down. Left hand comes up. Now remember the right knee can stay lifted or we place it down. We open up and we take that reverse. And the chest opening. Rainbowing those hands down and through. If you want one more vinyasa in your day, my friends, here it is. Take it down and through if you like. We're going to come into kind of a little peace and power mix. So we're going to start with kind of some work in our pigeon and then rest our pigeon. So bringing right foot forward, right shin across the mat. And slide that left leg behind us. So we've been working chest opening, hip flexor opening. So we're going to get a little bit more of that in pigeon before we counter stretch that with our sleeping pigeon. So pulling your right hip out from underneath you so that your shoulders are square over your hips. That means your shoulders are right over the hips. And then we can take that back left knee and bend it. Now this, you can stay right here, my friends. You could come onto your side and come into a heel to glute stretch, or we'll play with kind of binding our pigeon. So taking left arm, reaching it forward, open it up, reaching for the back foot, thumb and big toe line up as you pull in. Now maybe you stay here, or maybe you work some balance. Maybe you lift the right hand off the ground. Maybe you work the left toe into the elbow, right? And then you could work on reaching those fingers towards each other. Right? Wherever it feels right to you. It's a chance to kind of play with that. And then we'll release. We'll get that other side in a moment. As you come back around, square your shoulders in front of your hips. Let yourself come down. Into sleeping swan, sleeping pigeon. If this doesn't feel good on your knee, remember you can always come into seated, or on your back, you can always come into a 4 stretch. So we'll be here for about a minute. Right? We're just kind of mixing the peace and power for a moment. So those of you that came in a little bit late, you missed it. I don't know, internet and hearing parts of Austin are out of electricity. We get a cold blast and it freezes things and the power grid goes crazy. So my internet was not connecting. So you're on my phone, 5G, it's working great, but I had to come up and see you all because you're not on my big screen. Fortunately, it's not like last year where it knocked us out for a full week. We were probably above freezing by now. And then from here, we'll just slowly start to make our way up. Now, if down dog is not for you, you can switch to your other side in any way you like, or we can press back into down dog. Maybe shake a leg, especially the right leg. Shake it out. And then we'll come into our pigeon on the other side. So inhale, left leg, and reaching left leg through. And then again, we'll start with that little bit more kind of power-ish, just playing with our balance. Lifting up off the left hip, shoulders in front of our hips to start, and then bending the back right knee. Maybe that's it. Or reaching right arm forward. Follow your thumb as you get the twist through the body, reaching for the inside of the right foot, pulling it in. You could come onto your side. You could stay right here. Or again, if you want to work. And I know some of you can connect your hands. It's just not something my body will do, and that's okay. So you can play around with that as much as you like, or just enjoy the stretch. A little more breaths. And then we'll release. Square your shoulders back in front of the hips. And you can come down to your sleeping pigeon, or coming into 4 stretch seated or on your back. And it's all about the peace from here on out. Some nice stretches. Thank you all so much for joining me. Remember, it's not too late to sign up for our VFit Connect. So you've been kind of thinking about whether you wanted to do that or not, or Charlotte kind of opened that up, those meetings up last week to give you a taste of it. Get those weekly meetings, you get a monthly workshop. You do get 10% off of any extra programs that we run. And then if you want the Signature Connect, it's all of the Connect plus, depending on kind of which level you choose on the Signature Connect, you get a one-on-one, maybe monthly, maybe quarterly, depending on how you choose it, with one of us trainers, myself, Maria, Bridget, Lauren. And then of course, you still get all the wonderful classes right where you are. From here, we'll slowly make our way up. If you're not traveling through the downward facing dog, you're just gonna work your way over into a seated position. If you are traveling through the downward facing dog, let's press that back into down dog one more time. Maybe shake that left leg out. And then from here, coming forward onto our knees, and cross your legs behind you, have a seat. I'm gonna take a nice forward fold here from all that back bending that we've done. So extend the legs out in front of you. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, reaching to start. Feel the stretch through the back of the body, and then let yourself release and fold. If you can reach your feet, you can gently pull on the balls of the feet, or I like to hold my big toes. You could use a strap. Your hands don't have to come to your feet at all. Allow your chin to actually tuck, your forehead to fall. Really enjoying that counter to all of our chest opening that we've done, rounding forward. Maybe a little movement through your neck, easy, gently. Staying in this forward fold, just gently work to point your toes. Don't overpoint them. Any cramping, back off. We're just getting a gentle stretch through the top of our feet. If your hands reach your feet, you can place them gently on top of the feet. Feel that stretch come through the top of the feet, up the shins. And on our inhale, we'll slowly make our way up. Maybe just roll your ankles for a moment after the pointing and the flexing. We'll scoot your glutes to your heels or your heels to your glutes. We'll roll ourselves down to our back. Give yourself a nice big hug. Oh, we got a few just nice, relaxing postures. You can continue to hug your knees or maybe grab the feet coming into happy baby. Or straddling it out. Right? So let yourself play around here. Happy baby, straddle, or just simply hugging the knees in. Whatever feels best through your hips, through your back, through your legs. Get some side to side rocking or stillness. And then you can stay right here exactly doing what you're doing. Or if you'd like to play with plow today, I'm going to walk you through that. If you know what it is, feel free to go there. If not, you might want to take a moment and watch and then do it. So we pull the knees in towards the chest. Hands come down to your sides and we lift our glutes up, bringing our hands onto our low back for support. And then the knees can either bend into the forehead or the feet. The knees can straighten and the feet can reach for the floor behind you. You can keep your hands on your low back, but if your feet touch the floor, you can release the hands. You could even interlace the hands. And this is a super, just really deep counter stretch to all the chest opening we've done. You don't want to look side to side in this position. You want your neck to be in neutral. And then maybe pause here for just a couple more breaths, remembering you don't have to go into plow at all. And then to come out, you don't have to bring your hands to your low back if you know you have that strength. You do this in Pilates, but I like to bring my hands to my low back, take the feet off the floor, and just gently guide my way down. Maybe hug the knees and rock side to side. Maybe let the knees fall to the right side just for a few breaths. Easy spinal twist. Exhale, letting go. And bringing the knees back center. Let them fall to the left. Just holding on the other side a few breaths. And then let the knees come back center and find Shavasana. Yeah, just around a minute, a little bit less together in Shavasana. As always, I invite you to stay here as long as you like. Maybe you're on the East Coast and it's your lunch break and you've got to, get back to work. Just invite you, when you do come out of Shavasana, take a little bit of time. Try not to just jump and run. Give yourself, your body a moment to adjust the ease from the rest, from the digest, back into your day. Thank you all so much for joining me. I might see some of you for Box and Blast here in a little bit if you need some cardio in your day. Otherwise, I will see some of you Sunday evening. Have a beautiful weekend. If I don't see you before then, namaste.